This is the MK11 character breakdown, Baraka. Baraka makes his return to Mortal Kombat in MK11, and it is one of his absolute strongest appearances in the history of the series, if we're talking gameplay. But if we're talking variations, there's a little something for everyone here. Marauder is the most straightforward, but also the most heavy-hitting. You can extend some of your normal attacks to go a little bit further using Baraka's blades, which is good for sneaky little jump-ins. However, the main tool here is Gutted, a full combo launcher that can be confirmed off pretty much any string that you have. On its own, it does good damage and even has a massive damage crushing blow attached, but on Amplify will always combo into some of the highest practical combo damage in the entire game. Bone Picker is where grabs and control come into play. First of all, Baraka gets a command grab that keeps the opponent on their toes, but it also works really well as a combo ender and can convert off jump kicks, and even your crushing blow forward 4-4 string, because the command grab reaches far enough. But it's not just a command grab we get here, because we gain a Spine Burst special as well, which not only has a massive hitbox on it, acting as a near perfect anti-air, but it launches in the corner for meterless combo potential. This variation is scary up close thanks to the command grab, but establishes complete control of the air thanks to Spine Burst. Scary in the right hands. Finally, Berserker. The blade charge is fast, advancing, and great to end combos with. But the blade charge is also Baraka's armor break attack, and if it breaks armor, let me tell you, it hurts. Berserker gains the Barakazerker, which hits multiple times, does fantastic grounded damage, and it can be amplified for more damage still. Just watch out because it does have a flawless blockable gap in it. The final move Berserker gains is the Leg Kebab, a low hitting attack that restands the opponent on regular hit, and it knocks down for more damage on Amplify. The main thing is that it hits as a low attack, so in strings he has that can go overhead, Leg Kebab offers a mix-up. Baraka has a solid projectile in Blade Spark, crushing blow throws off both directions, fast buttons with decent range, and a heavy-hitting kit for those that want to chew through the competition. This is the Mortal Kombat character breakdown, Kotal Kahn. This Oshtek warrior brings brute force to the world of competitive Mortal Kombat, where he hits hard, takes a beating, and provides different playstyles across all three variations. Before we even start with his variations though, Kotal Kahn is one of the few characters that sports more base health than everyone else. This makes you generally tankier and able to soak up more hits as you close in space, which is always your #1 goal with this character. His most popular variation is Variation 1, Ascension. It brings the Kahn cut forward, which is a full combo launcher. Amazing for using after strings and giving a combo off almost every single touch, which works wonders when you combine it with his long-ranged buttons. Ascension also boasts a command grab that majorly expands your mix-up game, which in this variation is Strike versus Throw. Totemic makes things a bit more wild, as Kotal gains access to a ground charge and an air charge. These can be amplified to be safer on block, and is useful to use after strings for this reason. He gains one totem in this variation, the Blood Totem, which allows Kotal to heal a portion of the damage that he deals while it's activated. Combine this with your base Sunray, and you can sustain more damage than most. Finally, Bullock expands the totem game significantly. A damage reduction totem that, as you might expect, makes you one hell of a brick wall if you activate them, and a damage totem that does exactly what it sounds like. These totems can be stacked to strengthen their effects, and Bullock in the right hands can be a source of devastating damage, or to become the immovable object. Kotal is a real brawler in this game, and is a perfect fit for those that like to get up close and personal with an intimidating offensive game. This is the MK11 character breakdown, Shiva. One of the newer characters to grace the title, this Shokan Queen is a brawler through and through, with varying offensive options depending on the variation you've selected.
Ooh, savage.
Gnarly, dude. Smash and Grab is the variation that you've probably fought against the most, and it's because of the air stomp. This one, though, can be steered in front or behind, which makes it a lot harder to deal with if it's used in tricky situations to begin with, especially as 3 of these in a row lets the Amplify crushing blow. Ouch! Additionally, she has a ground pound that forces the opponent to react, and an anti-air grab that launches and combos on Amplify. Smash and grab is irritating at range, but it has great answers for you jumping in, which she can force out efficiently. Deadly Dragon is the variation that focuses on Shiva's shield. With it, she can do the following. Dragon Charge is a forward-moving special that, on Amplify, will fully launch the opponent for a combo. You've just hit a button up close, throw this on the end, and the combo is yours. Shield Toss replaces her Universal Fireball to be a mid-hitting projectile that can be delayed by holding the square input. Delay it to power it up by a small amount. Spinning Dragon is a neat special for use at the end of combos that, when amplified 3 times, will crushing blow for big damage indeed. Deadly Dragon is a straightforward variation that is built for one thing, and one thing only: combos. Mean Queen is with a mix-ups apply. She has a low scoop attack and an overhead grab. The thing is, Shiva has attacks that can go overhead in her base kit, so in this variation, it's all about the low scoop and overhead grab to mix the opponent up at these key moments to keep them guessing which way you're going to go. The added bonus of Mean Queen is the Death March, which is a running stance that Shiva can do a number of different kick attacks from. The main one is a full combo launcher, for when the opponent gets hit by one of your mix-ups. Mean Queen is a complete blender at close range, so avoid her at all costs if you're on the defensive. All 3 variations change Shiva's toolset, but all 3 of them are sure to give you an edge in the realm of combat.
This is the Mortal Kombat character breakdown for Kabal. MK's fastest combatant and a reliable pick for any player looking to win games with strong neutral and footsies. Kabal is very well equipped fundamentally. He has buttons for days, with mids good for any range you find yourself at, and is built around them. Kabal excels between jump and sweep distance, with a strong diagonal air projectile that works in tandem with his grounded buttons. Not only that, but he has one of the strongest armor breakers in the game in Hook Slam, and Nomad Dash for a meterless stun. The variations are about which of these tools excel more and how much they add to his fundamental game plan. Mean Streak is a variation that will be familiar to fans of Mortal Kombat 9, as it allows him to spend defensive bar to cancel his Nomad Dash, allowing for dangerous frame traps and hit confirms for those with the execution to handle them. This also turns the diagonal air saw into a horizontal saw, allowing for easier air confirms, and grounded saw for a strong low projectile. Clean Cut adds the low hook, which can be dangerous when used at a point where Kabal would normally do an overhead, such as his back 1-2, forward 2-2-4, or forward 4-1+3. This move is unsafe, however, and as Kabal is normally a very safe character, this can be quite the style change. Clean Cut also gets extended hook for a restand that you can use anywhere, eliminating your opponent's wake-up options entirely. The Spins is the most popular variation, and for good reason. Spinning and Air Hook are combo pop-up tools that add a chunk of damage to any standard Kabal combo, which helps his conversions and overall combo damage. Gas Cloud is also a restand that works best in the corner, but can also be amplified to make anything safe on block with pushback, or amplified in neutral to create a cloud that heals you, amongst other benefits. Kabal is an absolute monster on the ground. When played at the right range, he can delete opponents with quick punishes and superior footsies. He has a strong button for any situation and numerous crushing blows that can help him in a pinch, along with one of the scariest fatal blows in the game due to its constant presence. In the hands of a player with strong fundamentals, Kabal can be a serious force to be reckoned with. This is the Mortal Kombat character breakdown for Cassie. One of the more recent additions to MK's Special Forces, and daughter of Sonya Blade and Johnny Cage. Definitely playing like more of her father in MK11, she boasts a strong grounded game and long-range buttons overall.
No! No! What a punish! There it is!
Cassie is incredible at keeping opponents honest. She has some dangerous buttons in her back 2 as a long-range confirmable mid, and forward 4 for a fast confirmable mid. Her strong mids make it hard for opponents to disrespect her range and can have people feeling locked down. Her 2 main competitive variations cater to this in their own ways. Digital Soldier takes an already strong grounded Cassie and adds a reliable projectile in kneecapping. A mid shot that knocks opponents down for a chunk of damage, and due to Cassie crouching down, can be used to win zoning wars. This can also be amplified as a launcher that knocks opponents into the air mid-screen. You also gain air akimbo as an airborne attack, and flipping out for an acrobatic leap that can be used to make things difficult to punish. Yas Queen takes Cassie in more of a buttons-focused direction, foregoing Digital Soldier's projectile game and focusing on confirming into the bubble for a stun, allowing combos anywhere with unbreakable possibilities, and the shoulder charge for fast whiff punishes and a dangerous presence when paired with the range of her back 2.
Play it out, Kano.
This variation is definitely for opponents who want to remain at a close enough range to threaten combos and damage, but not far enough away that your opponents will want to come to you. Cassie requires patience to fully utilize, but once mastered, can have opponents feeling stuck on a grid, whether they're being checked for moving in your space or kept at arm's reach with projectiles and max range buttons and anti-airs. Definitely a strong pick for players not wanting to annihilate life bars, but to do it steadily, one hit at a time. This is the Mortal Kombat character breakdown for Kano, the leader of the Black Dragon clan, and isn't afraid to fight dirty to secure the win, as is reflected in his gameplay. Kano is a solid character with a disrespectful and aggressive playstyle across all of his variations. It's all about finding which style suits you the best. Universally, Kano only has a few special moves, Knife Toss and Black Dragon Ball. However, the Black Dragon Ball can be done in the air and has a different attack follow-up whether you amp it on the ground or in the air, making it a quick check for opponents that need to respect it. Ripper is the main variation that sees play and has scary offensive tools due to the command grab and extended strings. The command grab gives Kano powerful mix-ups, and the extended strings add more damage to his overhead and turns his standing 2-4 string into a launcher. This variation is for the player that wants to shred their opponent with mix-ups. Dirtbag is unorthodox but powerful in the hands of a skilled player. This variation gains Acid Toss and Molotov Cocktail, which synergize well together as acid-covered players get stunned if they stand in the Molotov flames, and Vegemite, a buff which gives a hit of projectile armor to his Black Dragon Ball. The game plan for Dirtbag is to counter zone with Vegemite and enforce pressure with the acid, particularly around amplified acid, which creates flames near the opponent which can be deadly in the corner for unavoidable damage. Ratbag is the most traditional Kano, gaining Snake Bite, a strong launcher, and Optic Blast, a mid-projectile that replaces Knife Toss and does more damage with a counter-hit crushing blow. This variation plays around Kano's long-range buttons and is particularly good for whiff punishing and conversions. Kano is capable of being played in multiple ways, and his universal buttons and crushing blows all cater to them well. It's about trying them all to find which one fits you the best to make use of this Black Dragon scumbag.